Okay. Okay. Alrighty. What's up, people? It's your boy Dark. We here, we alive, and we're doing stuff finally. Holy shit. Now, excuse me. God damn, that came out of nowhere. Okay. So, we're back today with Counterside. We are finally starting this Zodiac Knights Pride of the Night event. That reminds me, I should post that on the one thing. So we get that out the way. Yeah. So, what's this, like 5 acts? Yeah, 5 acts. So the plan is today, depending on if my voice craps out on me or not, because I still got a lot of mucus in my throat, and it does throttle my voice, but I'm better right now, but we'll see how things go. Probably going to be pausing here and there to spit mucus up, like I just did. That's why I got the one thing over there, but that's usually what happens on average anyway. It's just maybe more right now. So if my voice cracks or whatever, like I'm going through fucking puberty again, that's probably why. Because I notice the more I talk, the more the mucus wants to rise up and try to block my vocal cords. But it'd be what it'd be. Anyway, it's Monday. I did sleep in a little bit today. That's why we technically are starting a little later than I originally planned. But fuck it. I had off on a Monday, and I'm like, you know what? Let's pick back up on Counterside. Try to do at least Act 1 today. Will I be as intimate with the voice acting as I usually do? I don't know. Probably not, but we'll see. And I'll go into plans for the rest of the week later. But anyway, I feel like we're going back at least a little bit, because I know this one and this guy had their duel at the end of episode 10 in the main story. And they did have a little back and forth because she was trained by this guy a little bit. It's already coming up, I knew it. Anyway. So we might get a little more perspective of their duel than what we saw, maybe. Because I know she went into like an exile or something after the events of episode 10. So like her lieutenant now leads the blue faction of the Zodiacs. I wonder if they'll touch base on the red faction. I think that's going to pop up. But anyway. Anyway. We once drew our swords in the name of honor, yet the world did not wish for it. Then what should we fight for? Without further ado, let's get into this bitch. Oh, hello. The day the woman first opened her eyes was a winter night, where snow fell and erased all sound. A world that cursed life, bleaching away every reason and pain, erasing all traces of existence. She knew the bitter solitude could be more terrifying than death. Yeah, solitude, being alone, can be a bit more mind-numbing and traumatic. Excuse me, that was just bullshit in my throat again. Anyway. Hope springing. Hoping spring would come after the long winter. She carved 12 stars into the sky. What? So that one day, when children who witnessed the world's ruin lost their way, they might find salvation guided by that starlight. This is like the origin of the Zodiacs. Yeah, okay, I figured it was going to be tied in with this reality. You serve no one but the afflicted. I hereby officiate this honorable ceremony on behalf of everyone who suffered, who pledges today to follow the Emperor's light and protect humanity. I, Ray, standing here under the guidance of the righteous stars, would you pledge in the name of salvation, the peace of a quiet night, hope that shines like the stars. I swear to reclaim the dawn of the Empire that fallen stars never saw. The fallen stars, yep. In place of the Star Guide, I, Chief Minister of the Empire, hereby proclaim it. Let the great Empire of Academia henceforth abide by this vow of salvation. I feel it creeping up, man. I hate that shit. Phew. That was nerve-wracking. You stood there acting so confident, and now look at you. Ridiculous, but passable. If you taken upon the name of Savior, then that too must be one of the duties you bear. Thank you, Your Highness. Still, I didn't expect this many people to come. It's not enough that the first Savior in 200 years is a commoner. He's also a former slave of the Saintess, too. Even with the Holy Relic's judgment, we need something decisive to quiet the public opinion. Now that the crowd and the people are on your side, the nobles won't dare make a move. Yes, everyone saw that Savior revived the black uniform. Received the black uniform. Not even the church can reverse that. The black uniform. The one that's one of the Star Guide armaments passed down in the Empire, right? You sound unsure. I thought Aelin explained that to you. I know the black uniform is Gald's armament, but with what happened to Grant's Dame Bringingham, I can't bring myself to ask. Helen always looks so sad when Dame Bringingham's name comes up. You've gotten bolder, Commoner. I didn't think you'd take the stage without knowing the story. Full story. Well, my apologies, Your Highness. It's fine. Nothing would change by scolding you now. As you say, the guild's armament is a unique gear crafted by the heirs of the court. God damn it. There are weapons imbued with starlight, made after retrieving visions passed down through the bloodlines. Starlight? The power passed down through their blood, like the dragon blood in the royal line. The knights of the Count's house use the armament made by the guild to bend their power with their own mind. In essence, it lets them handle power they normally couldn't. Specifically, we believe there are residual thoughts of past guides, or perhaps a collection of information. It's a rare power, and those involved remain silent, so the exact mechanism is unknown. What we do know is that the guide's armament has saved the Empire many times. In short, the ceremony proclaims that fate has safely passed the legacy to the new savior. Originally, the 12 knights of the court's house who bore the armament would stand by your side, but that order was annihilated, and we don't have the forces to spare anymore. If your highness has been chosen as the savior, if you would have led the knights of the courthouse yourself, then we wouldn't be in this mess. If you even lasted one step longer against the savior, it might have been different. A true shame. The black whispers roam free. We can't afford hesitation. And that outburst from a certain saintress on the day of her inauguration doesn't help matters. You never told me I'd have to wear this. Ha! I didn't expect you to have a taste. But you can't even recognize the Emperor's sacred vestments? A saintress who used to be a slave. The chief minister must be exhausted. I'll have to offer something next time. Offer him something next time. Why, you? Calm down, Lucrezia. His Holiness made sure the ceremony ended smoothly, didn't he? Like I said, I hate that mucus shit. Thank you, Your Highness. I am honestly relieved. Bold words from a common. I only did what was expected for the Empire. God damn it. No, I meant your kindness in keeping Alan away from the ceremony. If he had come, it would have been too painful for him with Dame bringing him in mind. Savior, you grew up like siblings. You know him well. Alan isn't weak. The death of a loved one only deepens his resolve. Yes, I believe so too. And look at you, worrying about others with such ease, Commoner. Pardon? The ceremony might sway opinions, but all discontent will not be silenced. If necessary, we'll award you a title in return for merit. You mean I become a noble? If managing land is difficult, you can just accept the title. What matters is legitimacy. I've asked Sir Alan to prepare a suitable family name for you. That's too much, Your Highness. Me, a noble? Lucrezia, tell him I'm no noble. If that happens, we'd be from the same house, share the same name. I think I'd like that, Your Highness. Lucrezia? Ah, she's on board. Captain, the succession ceremony ended without incident. I'm sure that puts the lady at ease. Yes, she could finally find rest. Thank you, Sir Roge. That flower, her favorite. There's no body here, but at least the scent will remain. Someday, perhaps, she'll follow that scent and find her way here. I miss her. Did you know, Grace? Back when I was a shepherd, your back seemed so far away. I ran without pause to match your brilliance. But you're still so far ahead. You'll become a star I'll never reach. I suppose I never will. Please, watch over our journey from the heavens, so your memory endures. We'll keep fighting to the end as Imperial Knights. Depth level unknown. Quaffle game ongoing. Alright, back to this. Okay, this is the flashback. Captain reporting, the 7th Captain of the Capital Defense Knights. Captain Roge has fallen! So he fell too. Stay calm. If we lose composure, the battle will turn against us. It looked like a reckless charge, but it was a calculated move to preserve both flanks. Dividing their elites to throw us into disarray. They've gone all in. Either way, this will be our last battle as knights. The enemy doesn't care about retreat. Their right wing is swung left, so we'll join the front line. And then, no matter how filthy or shameful it may seem, I honor each of you fighting to the end as Imperial Knights. Let's move. For those who have gone ahead, we'll raise salvation anew in this world. Where does the path of life leave? Even if footprints are left behind in the snow, once they vanish, who can say which was east or west? Some have already died and now stand as towers. Walls have crumbled, leaving no path back to the past. Do you still remember the hardships of days gone by? The road was long, the people weary, and even the mules cried. Yeah, I figured I was fighting him. Yep, I'm fighting this guy. Alright, let's see. Let's go with... Well, I want you. I'll have Dash. Let's see. Who do I want ranger-wise? Both of those twos would be a good choice. Soldier and CO at the same time. Yeah, I think we'll go with Minstrel here. Then I want a healer. Obviously, it's going to be her. And then from there, I can get creative. Throw in the Zodiacs. Some of them, anyway. But will I? That is the question. Now we'll go with Jade Walker. And then... Kinda have BSing my choices, but it is what it is. And this is where they're announcing through the public channel. The enemy's acting strange. Don't let them get close. The minute they do, you won't stand a chance. They started to reveal their true forms as COs. Seeing their formations intact, the commander must have considered the situation as a threat. What is that? They have the same armor and weapons as us. Maybe Redshift did interfere with this. Redshift, huh? But this is too much, even for them. I can't bear to look at this. This is an insult to chivalry. Stay composed, Captain. The Knights Bachelors might get affected. You seem to be the task force best equipped to break through. And there is an individual entity that's controlling the CO horde in the middle of the enemy territory. You must take down that entity. We'll have to make it hard for it to control its underlings, at least. If we succeed, we might be able to stop their unified attacks. Affirmative. I'll count on you to create an opening. Knights, change formation to charging position. Hold formation. The enemy alliance is makeshift. Once they're out of supplies, they'll collapse. Our enemies excel in long-range firepower. Take down the ships using the artillery units first. We'll rip them to pieces, trust us! Squad 8 and 9, turn back and block their supply route, hurry! Yes, sir! I'm sorry, your current state will be buried here. Sir Alan, reporting! Outsiders who are mimicking chivalry are coming, give us your orders! Mimicking chivalry? Ah! You damn outsider, I'll kill you! Professor Bringingham. Captain Chivalraire. Why are you here? With the Zodiac Knights in charge of supporting the administration. Yes, normally we would have stayed to secure the conference room. If we hadn't heard of your news, that is. What are you doing? You're ordering around monsters disguised as knights, and this... Is this what you call knights? Oh, that was... Oh, God, that cleared up a lot. At least for now. That would be my reply, Captain Chivalraire. Why did you step into this hellhole? You should have stayed occupied with playing knights with your peers. We're not playing around! Yes, you are. The Star Guide was a failure and a loser. His star armament did not contribute at all to saving the world from damnation. What are you? You haven't figured it out yet. The truth behind your order you hold so dear. The Star Guide is all an illusion, and the path you're following leads to nothing. Captain! You mustn't approach there, Sir Hansel. Those attacks might cost you your life. But Deputy, the Captain is... You. You of all people. You shouldn't have come here. You hadn't. You would have thought that there was a misunderstanding. And you would have continued on, living your life as a knight. If you're lucky enough, you would have died not knowing that failure was ahead of you. Then... maybe that's why she planted the hope for the future. She left the starlight to guide the lost back to the right track. Then, why did you say those words? You remember it well. It is clear that you are an excellent student. But Captain Chivalraire, reality is different from our expectations. And those who are hopeful are met with a painful demise. And those under the guidance of the star fall and perish. That's... You are always dignified. Even when everyone mocked you as being a clown. You would be better off as a clown. Do not try to change this cruel reality. If you say that you can't, I will make you not be able to see the dawn of tomorrow. Here today. I think I'll just let this auto. It should take care of itself nicely. Oh, already? Holy shit. Yeah, you got fucking half-shotted immediately. God damn, she got absolutely trashed. What the fuck? Man, people are dying quick. He's got some sort of skill. I don't know what he did to make her half-life immediately. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, okay. Funny how Moneybags is still there. And here comes Jack Walker, the American hero. That reminds me, I gotta look at something, but anyway. Professor Bringingham, why are you saying things you don't even believe? Why would you lie like that? It's no lie. What you're doing is nothing more than playing knights while turning your back on reality. Or are you still clinging to that hollow hope that you can save everyone? Wake up. This is reality. There's no such thing as a happy ending for all. Even a life-risking resolve to protect others crumbles like paper before overwhelming power. Then why did you give my brother and me hope when we were children? You called the Star Guide a failure. Yet why do you look so heartbroken? Seems a meaningless act of kindness ended up being your guiding starlight. And then it's only right that I am the one to extinguish it. Sir Alan, I don't want to fight you! Your sword was sharp when we sparred, but now on the battlefield it's forgotten its purpose. To stand on the field without resolve, is that what you call chivalry? Yeah. Virgo, sword draw! Huh? Virgo, sword... Is it responding? No star armament would answer someone with no will to fight. No readiness to sacrifice something. End this. This is the last kindness I offer you. No. Even if the armament doesn't respond, I still have to stop you! Is this... snow? Snow. In the sanctuary? Oh, is that's when she shows up, yep. Announcing to all crew members. The stench of smoke, the shout of our enemies, the agonizing moan of our allies. Today feels like the day when we had bid farewell to many of our beloved comrades. I hereby announce that we are back in the front lines of that same day. Shadow Dimension, activate. Deploy the Maze Division, my bad. Our enemies are the Knights of Redemption, controlled by Nephilim, the Demon Lord. Now is the time to fulfill our mission as an artillery division. For the administration and the world, for yourselves, and for our brave comrades who have fought until their last dying breath, we shall present our enemies with a blizzard of steel. I don't know who the fuck keeps calling today, but I ain't answering shit. Surprise Moneybags is still alive. Yep. And then as soon as I say that, she gets blown away and dies. What choice could have led to a death without shame? I asked myself that countless times, but never found the answer. Charge! If we don't stop them, it'll be the end of us! It won't work, sir. They're firing at us too. Where's backup? Why can't we call in more? Savior. Salvation. Where's the promised salvation? I wonder. As we cry out our bitterness to the world, what must you think watching us? I try to search through my faded memories, but not even that image comes to mind. That must be the wild card that the sage was kept hidden. But even for the sage, letting loose a monster like that. Professor Bringingham! No, Alan Bringingham. The tides of war have clearly shifted towards our favor. Abandon your weapon and surrender now, and you'll at least be treated with the respect of a defeated enemy. I apologize for declining that generous offer, Captain Chevalier. But my heart has always been the same. Repeating our past won't change anything. Following the Scar Guide and us... Telekinesis? Who dares interrupt a knight's battle? The monster plans to break my neck. From that distance? There is no need for unnecessary bloodshed in the state. A clear shot is assured from here. In the end, I couldn't protect anything. Not the woman I loved, nor the vows I made with my comrades, and not even the friends who lost their way. I couldn't protect a single thing. And now, there's not even a chance to leave hope behind. I wanted you to feel that you made the right choice, at least. Even in the last moment, I'm leaving behind a burden to you, dear friend. When your hometown, no, the academy, was your sanctuary. I'm sorry, Ray. Stop! I said stop! Estarossa, even now, you defend the monster that betrayed your trust. I'm not sure what good a shepherd who only knows how to steal things could do for the country. It was one of my guards who stole, driven by greed. If it weren't for you, I might have kept someone like that at my side. But I'm just a commoner. Status means nothing. What truly matters is, yes, the radiant starlight inside you. The kind that saves those lost in the night. Starlight. I see. So at least, I managed to leave behind one thing. No, don't! Please stop! A bit late. But now I wonder if I'll be able to face you again. Today of all days, I find myself missing you, Grace. The Imperial Knights were once noble beings, proud of chivalry. They sheathed their swords, honored others through tears deeper than blood, to cover the steps of those who came before. But their own footsteps was their creed. But when their sword, drawn for battle, was soaked in blood colder than steel and cried out, they realized they had lost their way in the long winter, and that no footsteps remained on the path behind them. And then Estarossa freaking out. On the winter day that burned through the silence of night, countless visions of justice were buried deep within the snow. Bittersweet memories, huh? Looks like we got this girl. The previous generation of Zodiac Knights were hailed as the most exceptional golden generation in history, but when their glory faded and their memories turned to lingering regrets, each one laid down their swords, one by one. Now it's this one. Let's see. The real epic artwork and shit from that episode concludes the report on the Coaffle game. Dame Media. Good work. Now that I heard the full story, I can see why we were urgently called in. What's Dame Esterossa's condition? She remains in the same spot, head bowed, completely still. It seems Professor Bringham's death was a severe shock to her. Of course it was. After all, he was the one who sponsored her entry into the Order. I don't blame her for how she feels. But defying the Elder Council's decision, even with some justification, this time that was a reckless move. You're standing there awfully stiff. Did I make you uncomfortable somehow? Did I say something wrong? No, ma'am, it's just, as a knight who follows the stars, I'm honored to meet someone from the previous generation. Though its significance may have been tarnished by the former commander. Whereas, was there not Was not the previous generation hailed as the unparalleled golden generation? Meeting the Knight of Ares herself, Madame Media. It's an honor despite the circumstances. You flatter me. I may still hold the armament due to the family ties, but the current Knight of Ares is Hansel, not me. Please keep that in mind. Understood. I'll be careful. Well, if you don't mind, please lead... Fucking voice cracking. Please lead the way to the site. So we finally get an idea of what happened. Alan Bringingham, the tactician instructor from the Counter Academy. Even back then, his interest extended beyond counter tactics, being deeply invested in researching the star armaments. If he aided the Knights with ill intent, the timeline fits. Their techniques were suspiciously similar to ours. The problem is that their armaments surpass even the Administrator's technology, despite appearances. Which means the Demon Lord's apostate had no need to keep up a messy alliance with the Zodiac Knights. Wouldn't you agree, Dame Media? Oh, Chief. It's been a while. Have you been well? Last I heard, the Institute was serving the President of the States. I didn't expect to see you here. Under normal circumstances, our agents would have been enough. But Operation Code Freedom Strike was activated. It became a perfect opportunity to gauge the strength of the future enemies. And that was a reason enough for me to come alone. You're as dutiful as ever. I feel ashamed for sitting on the sidelines. You're too modest. As someone effectively retired, no one would have blamed you for not deploying. And yet here you are. Likely because you were concerned for your successors. Though the former commander, kin to the current one, has disappeared without leaving a trace. The previous generation of knights were proud warriors who fought for honor. That's... Lady Elizabeth, where did you disappear to? How many times have I told you we need to handle the cleanup now that the situation's... Excuse me, seems we got some interference on the line. God damn it. Here I was, enjoying a rare cultured conversation when... Yes, a shame. Looks like we'll have to postpone tea time for now. Would it be alright if I asked you to share what's happening on the ground? Of course. This is what we learned thanks to the support of the deployed task forces. Contrary to predictions that the Sanctuary would vanish with the Demon Lord's death, their remains, including their unique gear, are still present. It's a stark contrast to the doppelganger type CO, which has completely disappeared. I saw it on the live broadcast. Those unique gears closely resembled those of the Order. I'd like to examine them. Do we know what became of those armaments? Unfortunately, the administration has secured them, so immediate access is impossible. And worse, some of them are currently unaccounted for. You mean the armaments have gone missing? Yes. Few that remain are notable, but others may have vanished. Some say it's due to the Demon Lord's death, but as someone who's been in the institution for years, I can tell you this much. The powers wielded by the Demon Lord and apostates are not to be underestimated. There's a small chance that within their ranks... That nag's blowing up my comms again. I can't hear myself think. Sorry, but may I have the rest relayed through my agents? Of course. Thank you for your time, especially with everything going on. If the Knights learn anything new, we'll share it with the Institute as well. Thank you. Now I'll excuse myself. Please give my regards to the other Knights. Keeping a straight-faced effort. Dealing with higher-ranking officials is such a chore. Bringing up old memories in a situation like this. Even if it wasn't intentional, it's a bit crude. Cruel, whatever. Knights in battle, and now the armaments have gone missing. I should return to HQ. Just in case. I should pay a visit to His Holiness, the Bishop. Interesting developments. We joined forces to defeat our enemy. We learn what it means to be powerless alone. We're fighting with the Zodiacs and random knights. That works perfectly. Then I'll throw in her, just cuz. I don't know where that one was from, but okay. Oh, alright, I forgot to do something. I'll be right back, but I'll just start this. Corrupted area, 4th Refugee District. Zodiac Knights rescue operation in progress. Anyway, like I said, I'll be right back. I just gotta grab something quick. Oh, my legs. Okay, I'm back. Dame Liv, a CO is heading your way. Okay, leave it to me. Why are there so many of them? They just keep coming endlessly. Form a shield wall and hold formation. We'll lure them towards the narrow pass. There's too many. We can't hold much longer. Same here. We can't stop the new ones bursting through. Switch to testudo formation. The main force will handle any COs that break through. Don't come near me. Get away, you COs. Calm down. We're not COs. Don't lie. You look just like those things from the Quaffle place. Get out. I said get out. Wait, if you go that way... Vertigo sword draw! Surge flop! Target secured. Safe distance confirmed. Formation shift complete, Deputy. Sir Hansel and I will breach the front line. Dame Liv. Take care of the flyers that broke through. Yes, Deputy, won't let you down. Finally, I was getting bored. Let's blow them all away. Knights, charge! So it really is in a slump, huh? It just reminded me I could have had the one girl. Oh well, it's fine. We can use the sexy witch in a fucking outfit like that. Thank you for your hard work. The rescue target is confirmed to be safe. If you'd like to request payment, I can assist with the paperwork. This wasn't about money. I acted as a knight should. More importantly, what about the request I made? Well, I can relay the message about treating the Knights bachelors in the refugee district. But tensions are high. There's no real way forward for now. The hell? That was a weird thing that happened on the frickin' my little chat bot thing. I don't know if it disconnected and reconnected. Seems like it. How many times do we have to say it? If someone dies because you let those Knight COs in here, who will take responsibility? Knight COs? We're not Knight COs. There's no way to talk to the people who just saved you. Calm down, Dave Liv. We're used to this by now. Used to this? You call throwing rocks at your saviors normal? These guys fought COs and got hurt doing it. That's just cruel. I'm fine, damn Liv. My helmet's tough. There's barely a scratch on it. Right. What kind of knight will we be if we couldn't take a few rocks? Don't joke about it. What if the wounds get worse later? Captain. Dame Liv, that's enough. You're scaring the refugees. Sir Martin's wounds aren't deep. He'll be fine once we're returned to HQ. But Deputy! My apologies. I lost my temper. Standing up for your comrades is noble. You just let your emotions get the better of you this time. Captain, the rescue mission is complete. Let's head back for today. Alright. Knights, return to base. I often have nightmares if I don't exhaust myself to sleep. Dreams of holding a broken sword while my comrades face some massive threat. Why won't you say a thing? Anything? I could tell when we cross blades, they aren't just copies. Was that vowed justice in the stars a lie from the start? Not all justice seems righteous, Dame Esterosa. Even Red Shift's pursuit of personal profit comes from the Star Guide, did it not? Then why did the Elder Council stop us from entering the Quaffle game? So many lives were at stake. We had no reason not to fight. And you're seeing the reason now with your own eyes! There was no need to abandon the administration's task just to rush to the front. And in the end, all we earned is the disgrace of being called Knight COs. Help people in distress. That is the first rule of the Zodiac Knights. How can such emotional, reckless behavior be justified? And helping people in distress, you say? Don't make me laugh. Every time I wake up with a start, soaked in cold blood, I can't help but wonder if my nightmares will ever come true. I'm just a monster, stained by the blood of others. In the end, you couldn't protect a single thing. Captain, are you okay? Deputy. Sorry, I passed out again, didn't I? You've been overtraining yourself lately. I understand how you feel, but you'll destroy your health at this rate. No. The fact that I collapsed just proves how weak I am. This only means I need to push harder. More importantly, what brings you here, Deputy? Weren't you scheduled to teach the Academy candidates today? That lesson was cancelled. I came because I have something to tell you. We need to head to HQ. The elders have summoned the order. Wow, it's been a while since things were this lively. Seriously, even the old men who never show their faces are here. What's going on? This is the first time the Elder Council has summoned us since the former captain's inauguration. We don't know the exact reason, but it's clear all knights are expected to attend. Still, what do you think the elders want to say to us? Maybe they're handing out bonuses for all the hard work we've done lately? Ha! Nah, they're only gonna call you because like this. To freaking reprimand someone. It's probably the order of the events where Leone officially takes over as captain. Fione, my bad. Don't be ridiculous. Ah, crap, my throat again. Anyway. Anyone who obsesses over money isn't worthy of being of the title of a knight. Oh, wow, no need to be so uptight. You'll age faster like that, Deputy. Oh, one of the elders just went ahem. Are they about to start? Honored Knights, thank you for gathering despite the recent unrest. Although Redshift has kept the 12 houses from fully assembling, we thank you for the responding to the Council's will without hesitation. In the name of Michael Fallier, servant of the stars, may the Star Guide light your path. Hey, Hansel, doesn't this feel like one of the Academy chairwoman's old speeches? My eyes are closing. That's disrespectful, Madame Liv. You should pay attention. Look, Sir Hansel, these chairs are super soft. Boing. Captain, Deputy, please help me. You two? What's wrong? No way. The elders. The thing they're holding. Could it be? Now then. We have gathered you to deliver the Council's stance on regarding disgraceful acts. You all know of Blue Shift's unauthorized participation in the Quaffle game. An order is justice in structure. If one breaks tradition for personal intent, we are bound to hold them accountable. When the former captain swore the same oath, we didn't know if it came from conviction or pride. But now their reckless defiance, straying from the orbit of the stars, have shattered the steadfast trust of our knights. To the one who strayed from the light of the constellations and broke her vow, we name you now Esterosa de Chevalier. You'll now begin deliberating on the dismissal of her position as Knight Captain. Yep. Do you remember our vow? The ones beneath the shining stars. It was a lifelong compass and an unshakable dream. Esterosa de Chevalier. We will now begin deliberation. The deliberation on the dismissal of her position as Knight Captain. Wait. What are you saying, Sir Feder? Yeah, what's this about removing her as Captain? We joined the Quaffle game of our own accord. If there's blame to place, it's on all of us. Dame Liv, upholding the discipline of the knights is also part of the captain's duty. Still, this is way too sudden. Liv, people are staring. What? They got us. The moment this motion was raised, the situation turns against us. Given our close ties with Professor Bittingham, this will only fuel doubt among the knights. And what do we do now? One question, Sir Freyder. Does the council believe our judgment was wrong? We've already seen the dangers of unchecked blades. Redshift has taught us that well. When you defied both the administration and the council's orders, I assume you knew what that meant. Never hesitate to save someone. Even if it brings consequences, that alone is never the wrong choice. Understood. If that is the council's judgment, I will abide by it. Captain, what are you saying? There are no exceptions in the Order's traditions, Deputy. You know there's no other way to resolve this. She's right. Since the council has already ruled, there's no point delaying the decision. Jeff of House Stranger, follower of the stars, I support the council's judgment. The Vertigo sword has been stained with the same blood twice now. How can we follow someone brought in by a demon lord's apostate? Jeffrey is right. She isn't even qualified as a nice bachelor when she took command. In these chaotic times, we can't have a leader with no clear status or merit. There's no need to cling to titles or background. If you live on your own convictions as a knight, others will follow naturally. Liv of House Aelin, follower of the stars, I oppose the Elder's judgment. The moment she drew the Vertigo sword, she was our captain. You can't backtrack now. Exactly. The position of the captain is chosen by the stars. Not even the elders can deny that. We can work this out through dialogue, I'm sure. Flowine of House Lorraine, follower of the stars, I also oppose the council's judgment. Esteros is the only one in our generation chosen by the Vertigo sword. Removing her suddenly will only divide the order. Please, reconsider. Still sprouting nonsense, are you, Felone? Pathetic. You represent your house, and yet you follow another like a lost dog. You're not a knight. You're a mutt blindly obeying a master. Calorine? What are you talking about? You know exactly what I mean. Each armament bears the unique starlight of its sign, like the balance of Libre or the compassion of Aquarius. To wield that power is the embodiment of chivalry, not just to represent a house. But now, the bearer of the Vertigo sword, who should uphold justice, defies the council. Do you really think the Order, steeped in tradition, will accept that? But like I said, she's the only one who can wield the Vertigo sword, which is exactly why this issue is so serious. Honestly, how is her reckless defiance any different from Redshift's pursuit of personal profit? Watch your words. Even if you are my sister, I won't tolerate you insulting our captain. Enough, both of you. I regret to say it, Dame Flowina, but all 12 elders are in agreement. We understand how you feel, but your words won't overturn this decision. 12 elders? Are you saving even Father disapproved of her removal? Approved of her removal? Have you forgotten? What unifies the Order is strict discipline under the belief of justice. No elder would turn a blind eye to someone who breaks that order. Isn't that right, Dame Esterosa? Discipline in pursuit of justice is important. But justice built only on rules is an illusion. Always keep your eyes and ears open to what truly matters. Why? Why do I still recall your teachings, even in a moment like this? Does that mean that justice I believed in was wrong? As the elders have decreed, Dame Esterosa must relinquish her command and return the Vertigo sword. Aye, return the armament. She must be held accountable. She had betrayed justice and stayed the honor of the order. She is a traitor. That's enough. Since when do we start needing reasons to save people? If you want a new captain, speak through your swords like a true knight. I'll take on every one of you. No fighting, damn leave. But we're just gonna sit. But if we just sit by like this, Captain will. Didn't I tell you to work on your mind as much as your blade before swinging it 10,000 times? Here's the problem. Traditions sift with time. But what do we do with outdated ideals? We expose the contradictions and tear them down piece by piece. Wait, media? Why are you here? The elders summoned me, of course. Am I not allowed to come? But you always said this kind of thing is too much of a hassle. I misspoke. I apologize. It's fine. Tensions are high. Things slip out. Wait, is that her? No doubt about it. That's Dame Media, one of the previous generation knights. It's been some time since we've seen you at a gathering like this, Dame Media. Not since the former captain's inauguration. I apologize for not appearing sooner. Media of House Divas, follower of the stars. I came at the council's request to speak on behalf of my house. The former captain was among the strongest in the history of the Zodiac Knights. But his weakness was clear. His only kin meant everything to him. Who's she? Why'd all the old guys go so quiet? The Knight of Ares from the previous generation, Media Davis. One of the knights who led the golden generation of Zodiac Knights alongside the former captain. And though the luster of her glory has dimmed and she has retired from the front lines, she remains revered by those who remember her past. Sounds like she's famous, so why don't I bother hearing about her? Because you only pay attention to what you want, Liv. Julia Lionheart. Her character is debatable, but her skills were on par with any past knight captain. The fact that she never made captain, despite that, shows just how strong that generation was. Given the renown of their past prowess, the other members, too, hold considerable standing within the order. But isn't that a star armament she's holding? If she's retired, why would she still have it? She was the one who brought me into the order and passed down the Ares to me. But since I'm still a trainee, the armament is still in her possession. Wait, I thought your armament was just a bamboo sword. That would be hilarious. Of course not. I told you a dozen times. This is a regular trading sword. Oops. I thought it was just your thing. It's been a while, Dame Esterosa. A shame we've met like this. It's a shame we meet like this again. Yes, it has, Dame Media. But when you say you're here, what do you say when you're here to speak for your house? I mean exactly that. House Davis supports the current captain, Dame Esterosa. Regrettably, Dame Media, the matter has essentially already been decided, regardless of your house. The Elder Council was unanimous. After the Red Shift vanished, the Elder Council rushed to fill the vacant seats. Unlike before, when only those chosen by the star armaments could join. The current council is merely provisional. So if someone qualifies appears, they should naturally take the seat. Dame Media, you're not saying... Correct. As someone chosen by the star armament, I, Media, hereby request elder authority. Unacceptable. The secession of the elder seats must follow proper procedures. We cannot delay such an urgent matter until we cannot delay such an urgent matter until then. Procedure? How contradictory. By Sir Faye's own logic, the matter should be overseen by representatives of both factions, yes? But Redshift members have long since disappeared. And in unvotable situations, the Council can act on our behalf, you know that. No. There is one Redshift member whose whereabouts are known. Plus, she's an administrative confirmed grade S counter. Julia Lionheart. You mean the woman who disgraced the honor of the Order? Ridiculous! We can't entrust something this important to her! But, wasn't she one of the 12 Knights? She served as deputy captain on both sides. In a way, no one's more qualified. Enough! Very well, if tradition demands it, the council shall abide. Dame Media, may we take this as your personal stance beyond your house? It is the will of not just myself, but all knights from the previous generation. So be it. We have no choice. But keep in mind, this only postpones the decision. You cannot oppose the council forever. Yes, of course. The council accepts Dame Media's position. The matter is temporarily suspended. If anyone here disagrees with the council, step forward and declare your name. Look who's swaggering in late. You really hit rock bottom, Media. Asking for help from that Julia girl now? Who? You two-faced faker! All knights have agreed. From this matter, no further discussion. From this moment, no further discussion on the matter. This meeting is adjourned. Man, your hierarchy is retarded. Whoa, Hansel, you saw that, right? The Elder's totally folded! Man, I sound like that one voice actor right then. I forgot his name, but he's got that unique voice. Ah, man. I hate this shit. Whatever the hell's in my fucking... All this crap in my throat fucking sucks. Especially because I voice act stuff. You should have told me your sister was like that. Only because you didn't know how scary she really is. Oh yeah, right, that's your sister, technically. If armaments were handed out based on personality, she would be better off with Leo or Tartarus than Ares. Isn't Ares known for being temperamental too? Yeah, but she's even worse. Definitely more Leo or Tartarus material. Still, I'm just glad things didn't go too badly. Totally. Horace even teared up in the middle of it all. I did not cry, Levy. Sure, whatever you say. It's our captain's back. We'll go out for meat. Victory party! By the way, Deputy, what have you been staring at? I've been gathering intel on Julia Lionheart. Seems she's been strutting around like royalty as the Gauntlet champion. What's the big deal? Hold on. Yeah, what's the big deal? Didn't Ansel say they're friends? She'll take our side. No, that woman is a traitor who defected to Redshift. All Media did was delay things. This is far from over. I agree. But Redshift wouldn't help her captain out of the kindness of her heart. So then, what's gonna happen to her captain? Come on, Deputy, don't be such a downer. You're gonna make Horace cry again. I'm not... I'll say it again. Don't hear only what you want to hear. But that doesn't mean we don't have options. We'll challenge her in the gauntlet. The thing on TV? What's that gonna do? We'll defeat Julia Lionheart and reclaim her star armament. She holds the Gauntlet League in the highest regard. If we beat her there, she won't be able to ignore our demand. Ah, so that explains why you were there. Ha! And how does that change anything? House Leonhardt sees her as a major headache. If we return her armament under these circumstances, they owe us a favor. They have no choice but to listen to what we have to say. Exactly. And if we're lucky, we might even get info on the other Redshift members. Oh, Deputy had this all planned out? Well, that settles it. Our objective is to defeat Julia Lionheart and win the gauntlet. Defeat! Win! Ha, yes. But first, we wait for the captain's return. As long as we stand united, there's nothing to fear. Alright, that was a little better, but still, I hate this. It was doomed from the start. I thought if I just copied that person, I could become the ideal knight. I hypnotized myself and sank into a delusion. When I couldn't even protect my only family, how could I protect anyone else? Where are you off to, Esther? I just took on this annoying elder seat for your sake, and you're leaving without a word? Oh, that's a new one. Interesting. She gets her own little unique disguise shit, huh? I never asked for your help. So cold. Oh, I guess you always liked Julia better than me. You were planning to leave from the start, weren't you? Shouldn't have bothered coming back then. What a waste of time. Not my problem. You had your own reasons for coming to HQ, didn't you? Wow, not even pretending anymore? Dropping the big brother act? We're no different. Hiding behind masks, playing the clown. If you leave, the Order's going to fall apart. Make sure you won't regret it. You sure you won't regret it? I can't forgive who I am now. I held everyone back around me without even preparing myself. I got lost in impure thoughts, and began to question the Order's definition of justice. I'm scared that one day, my failings might lead someone else down the wrong path. The blessing of the stars. The Vertigo Sword won't answer my call anymore. That must be why. So I'll take full responsibility and leave. That's the only way I can be of any use to my comrades. That is... Fine. Do whatever you want. Whether the factions split or the captain changes, I honestly don't care. You took care of Hansel for me, so I'll call it even by taking the Elder's seat. Before I go, I have one question, Dame Media. What is it? If it's a hassle, I'd rather not hear it. I've never believed the claim that my brother abandoned his duties as captain and ran away. But if he went through something similar to what I'm feeling right now, if that's the case, do you think he would have fled from reality? No. Unlike you, Esther, he wasn't the kind of man to abandon his responsibilities, even if the world crushed him. He was the type who would burn himself up, just to be someone else's light. Does that answer your question? Yes. Thank you, Dame Media. You really are siblings. You even wear the same expression when you are agonizing over something. Why do you both have to make everything so hard on yourselves? If the day ever comes that Esteros has to choose, please help my sister break free from the knight's fate. That's the only path to her happiness. I still don't get what he was thinking when he said that. But I kept my promise, Captain. The rest is up to your sister. A clown without a mask. Sorrow alone lingering on the bare face. Administration, Direct Control City, Charlotte, the 6th Refuge District. Hand it over while I'm being nice. Why make it harder for yourself? Ah, this is a new one. No, this is my sister's medicine. Ah, sweet. Keep this up and you'll just rack up more medical bills. Don't be stubborn and give it here. Let go of me. I said let go. Hey, you two. What do you think you're doing? Emma, are you okay? Did they hurt you? Hey, Ratchet. Hey, Rachel. Every goddamn time. Anyway. Rachel, what do you think you're doing? Grown men picking on a kid? Are you ashamed? Sure, I'm ashamed. Ashamed that I can't even squeeze some pocket change out of the brat. What are you waiting for? Get this little pest out of my way. Sir, that's the kid who works for the Loan Shark Horizon. Huh? That psycho who committed assault on an international scale? So even thugs know to fear Horizon, huh? And we're not loan sharks, we're investment fund, thank you. And if you don't want to see something scary, I suggest you run while you can. Is that so? Well, even better. If we grab her as a hostage, we can cash in big time. What? You sure that's a good idea? Rumor is she's got ties with the administration. You believe every rumor you heard? That's just smoke they blew in to keep guys like us in line. Someone with real connections to the administration wouldn't be running some investment fund in the refugee district. You guys are gonna regret this. I know plenty of scary people besides Horizon. Like General Musketeer, Sergeant, and a scary pirate lady, and yeah, I'm a big scary man right in front of you. Let go of me. Is there anyone there? Someone help! God damn it. Huh? Who the hell are you? Now that I look at you, you're pretty clued. Clothes are kind of shabby, though. You working in the streets? Perfect timing. We're just about to wrap up here. Hang on tight and then move. Huh? What'd you just say? What's wrong with you, psycho? My hat! Oh, shit. Guess my blade's dulled. Doesn't cut as clean as I hoped. Hey, you'll regret this. You have any idea who we are? Don't care. Move. So that's a bad wound. You need to get patched up first. This ain't over. I'll remember you! Serves you right. Hope that festers and you rot in the hospital bed forever. Forever's a bit much. A year in the hospital should do it, you jerks. Thank you. If it weren't for you, we'd be in real trouble. Come on, Emma, say thank you properly. Huh? Thank you. I didn't do it to help. Anyway, I heard there's a skilled mechanic around here. Mechanic? Oh, you're looking for Mr. Helmsworth, right? Just follow this road and you'll find where he's staying. I can show you the way if you want. Man, it really is the more I talk, the more that shit comes to the surface. Better to get it out, though. That's enough. I don't have time. I'll be moving. I'll be going now. Wait, at least let us thank you proper... Or not. She left without even telling us her name. What is it, Emma? Nothing. It's just... She kind of looks like the knight I admired. No expert in weapons, but it's been a while since I've seen a sword this busted. Hold on. Wouldn't it be faster just to get a new one? Adopting to a new weapon slows me down. Not really my thing. They say you're a master craftsman. Is the repair too difficult? Master craftsman, my foot. I just fixed a few things while staying here. Now I'm a legend, apparently. It's tough, but it's not impossible. I'll take care of the blade. Give me a moment. Your setup's simpler than I expected. Told ya, it's a side gig. My real workshop's in ground 1. Still, it's a pretty good place for... It's pretty good for a place in the refugee district. I've picked up all kinds of stories here. You're the one poking around intel dealers in the underground lately, right? And if I am, are you going to report me to the administration? If I was, I wouldn't be saying it out loud in front of you. I'm not that stupid. Just speaking out of concern. Mercs like you tend to wind up dead on a dead note before long. Did notice, yeah. But since you helped out the kids, I doubt you're a bad person. Just don't push yourself too far. All done. Now then, appreciate it if you got to the real reason you came. Surely you didn't came all the way to the refugee district just to fix a sword. You're sharp. Being nosy is part of the job. There's a reason expertise matters, you know? And since you beat up those thugs I had my eye on, I'll help you out however I can. You're the mechanic for Canary Squad. I want to meet the team's coach. Whoa, don't tell me you're here to take out my boss. No wonder he's always surrounded by women. I know this whole thing would go off the rails eventually. I just want to talk. Then why didn't you say so in the first place? You'll find him at the Gauntlet area. They have a match today anyway. Their opponent was... right. It's that task force called the Zodiac Knights. Ah, interesting. So you meet him on this day? Even knowing the answer, it couldn't be said. That made it all the more unbearable. 3 hours before starting the Gauntlet elimination match. Hooray. I'll confirm it just one more time. Any additional entry for Canary Squad must arrive at the station at least 2 hours before the match. Of course, entering the arena outside the window is prohibited. Don't worry, those two won't be late. Fletcher and Skinner just went to visit Luca in the hospital. They'll be here soon. Understood. Then I'll proceed with the team entry as previously submitted. Please keep in mind that any penalties from the rule violation fall entirely on the team. Hey, boss. Oh, hey, boss. Oh, what the fuck did that come from? Are you worried about those two, Mina? I'm not worried about them being late. I was just curious why you picked them. If it's about teamwork, wouldn't using our company employees be better? And you'll be the one to convince the vice president? You must be pretty confident to joke like that. Of course, I chose them because they have what it takes to close the power gap. And above all, we have Noelle on our side. Yep, I, Noelle, shall stand back, shall bring the enemy commander's head in one stroke. Yeah, that's the spirit. Show them the strength of the head squad member of the coffin, a head squad member of the coffin company. You got it, Fenrir style, right? Division commander. Fight like Mina would be best. Leave it to me, boss. I'll bleep the enemy and then bleep them. Okay, don't go that far. Excuse me. Is the coach of the Canary Squad here? That would be me. What is it? Someone outside is asking for you. We thought she was a civilian, but she had an official Canary Squad ID. If this is news to you, we'll take care of it. How would you like to proceed? Sounds like our guest has arrived. Thank you. Tell her I'll be there shortly. Yes, understood. Want me to come too? While leaving Noelle alone? Fair point. I'll wait here. Take care, boss. And you are? An unexpected visitor. Is that the new uniform of the Zodiac Knights? This is our first conversation, isn't it? I apologize for the deception. It was the only way I could meet you. Just call me Coach for now. No need for formalities. I didn't expect the captain of the Zodiac Knights to come to find me. No. I'm not here as a knight today. Right now, I'm just an outsider with no connections to the Order. Because of the Koaffle game? I'm sorry, it's an internal matter. I'd rather not speak about it casually. I see. Then I assume it's connected to why you came looking for me. I understand. Speak freely. Thank you. If it's not too much trouble, there's someone I like to meet with your help. No trouble at all. I owe you all a debt. I'll help whenever I can. However I can. Who is it you want to meet? Osmodeus. The one they call the Gauntlet Champion here. Ah, I see. So that's why you came. Unfortunately, even as Supreme Administrator, I'm currently suspended. And calling out an administration confirmed counter isn't easy, for me. I see. I'm sorry, that was a selfish request. Still, it's not like there's no way to meet her. You mean there's another way? As it happens, one of my squad members has a bit of a history with Osmodeus. She's bound to show up for today's match regardless. Will that match be against the Order? With the match being against the Order, it may well be the case. But I don't think I can get inside the arena myself. Word is, she always enters via the boulevard connection to the East Gate. If she's attending on her own, she probably won't have an escort either. If you can't meet her inside, you can meet her before she goes in. Thank you. I'll repay this debt someday. You're not going to ask about Professor Birmingham? Even if he had his reasons, he still endangered the world as an apostate. I heard the administration is investigating his old residence. But I don't have the right to pry into the results. And yet the administration also accepted help from shadows in the Koaffle game. I imagine you saw sparing them as a valuable option. I don't understand what you imply. In the end, everything that's happening now is partly your fault. If you're suffering from the outcome, then I should be the one to set it right. And what if I decide to come after you next? Dying at the hands of a beauty wouldn't be the worst way to go. Heh. I won't pretend I don't resent the administration. But it's all my fault. My failure stems from my own incompetence. I need to change, not blame others. What will you do now? My older brother, the former captain, vanished after laying down the Vertigo sword. If I follow the path of the ideal knight he once was, maybe I'll find the answer to what I lost. This may be presumptuous, but I don't believe pure justice exists in this world. Even if your anger is justified, The administration isn't without its sins. Are you saying what I'm doing now is meaningless? I don't know. We humans are both flawed and always run into walls. Just as my answers may be wrong for you, no one else's answers can be your truth either. Still, this is the only path I have right now. I'm not blaming you. It's just a borrowed thought from an old friend. So take it not as advice from the administrator, but a sage's counsel, if you would. Where's everyone else? It was a different visitor, but where's Noelle? She wanted to talk with Felice. Said they were working out a strategy before the match. This is the ID number of the mechanics. So the person asking for you was the old guy? Technically, I'd say it was more like family to an old acquaintance. They seem to be struggling with past regrets, so I gave them advice. You're not up to something shady again, are you? Now that just makes me sound like the villain. Aren't you? Still, that's surprising. You don't usually stop at just giving advice. Every story has its lead. Mine isn't needed in theirs. So I'll just watch from the sidelines. If anyone can guide her to the right path, it's them. The person you met was a woman? Is that what matters right now? Tja. Boss, one of the staff said the extra member arrived. You better go. I'm super curious to see who it is. Don't run, Noelle. If you trip and get hurt, it'll mess up the match. Okay, I, Noelle, shall express my excitement with gentle footsteps. Fucking Noelle. Let's set this aside for now. We have our own roles to play. So let's each give it our best, wherever we stand. That way, even fleeting concerns fleeting coincidences can one day become inevitable. I have no idea what you're talking about. But sure, if you say so, boss, then I'll go along with it. The honor once mocked is now to be restored. Our lives have never strayed from this vow. What am I playing as the Zodiacs? Yep. Okay. Interesting, I'm playing this match from their freaking perspective. Kind of expected it, though. Alright, where's the little one? There she is. Gauntlet elimination rounds ongoing, yes. Are you alright, Deputy? You haven't moved a muscle for a while. I was meditating to focus my mind. The burden of responsibility is heavy. I suppose Captain always bore this kind of pressure too. Forget what those old frogs said. Captain's a girl too. She's allowed to take a break once when she needs one. Yes, if we stand our ground, she'll be able to return without worry. You're both right. Now's not the time to be lost in thought. I nearly stepped into the match with a clouded heart. What a shame that would have been. I'm ready now. Everyone, let's go. I'm just gonna skip this. Ah, that's a big one. Oh man, that's annoying when I have to dig it out of the fucking throat. They were the ones who were mimicking the CO Knights, yeah. CO Knights threatening humanity, yep. The baby CO just barged in. Everyone's gonna talk about them whether they win or lose. Yeah, this is Ardius who came up to the helicopter and fucking doing the thing. He's gonna kill us. Hmm. Yeah, I remember this scene. It was very touching. And fucking her eyes fucking rolled the back of it. Alright. So a little recap of that fucking scene in the gauntlet. Alright, that's how it goes. Yeah, there you go. They get beaten, but it's pretty fucking noble in a sense of how this shit goes. Oh yeah, right, you got spider mines because of the one lady. Oh shit, oh fuck, oh god, oh shit, oh fuck, oh god. Yep, Roy's there too, I remember that. Oh, you're gonna, yep, there it is. Hey, where'd the other guys go? Thought the little one could heal, that's why I threw her on here, what the hell? Alright, it worked. All I lost is the Asian looking one time. The fucking tomboy. Hmm. Been told I'm surprisingly well behaved. No, that's not it. With their main force in the lead, they should be running guerrilla tactics, even if it means taking some hits. If I were Canary out there... If it were Carrie out there, she would have finished it already. But they're definitely holding back to avoid friendly fire losses. Friendly losses. That's very knightly of them. But in the gauntlet, that's a bad move, especially against someone like Louise. Sorry, Filone, but I already see how this is going to end. Not again. Can't the paparazzi take a day off? Still, you're lucky. I made a promise to behave today, so I'm not planning anything crazy. I'll count to 3. Better come out before I do. 1, 2... I've been standing here thinking. What should I ask you? What expression should I wear when we meet? I was a mess just imagining this moment, but now that I see you, all of that doesn't seem to matter anymore. You. Why are you here? It's the first time we've seen each other since the former captain disappeared. It's been a while, Dame Leonhardt. The painful wounds of the past remain still festering in their hearts. Didn't see this one coming. Was tailing me around not enough for you? I tried to meet you several times. You're the one who refused every time, weren't you? I heard from your knights. You left the Vertigo sword behind and just disappeared? What's gotten into our little lady? Playing copycat with your brother now, too? Or what? Ran away from home and now you're homesick? Hoping to win my favor and reclaim your title? Dame Media told me. The former captain was not the kind of man to abandon his duty. I came to find the truth, Dame Leonhardt. The truth behind the day my brother gave up the Vertigo sword. And left to find Redshift. That damn girl. Running her mouth again when she shouldn't. Fine, if you're so curious about your brother, I'll tell you. You really mean it? Sure, your brother, well... He ran away because he couldn't accept that the Vertigo sword had abandoned him for failing his duties. That story about searching for Redshift, just a petty excuse. Why the face? Do you think he was some fallen hero who died saving the world? Wake up, girl. That justice the Knights go on about? It's all just a fantasy. If there really are lunatics who think justice can save the world, they can go choke on it. I'm sick of all that starry-eyed make-believe crap. Why would you say something like that? You, of all people, shouldn't be the one saying it. You were captain once! Spare me the nostalgia. The deputy of Blue Shift is now Filone, isn't it? Seems like she's struggling now that you're gone. Poor thing. Not much talent, that one. Struggling in the gauntlet against someone who's not even a counter. Looks like she's been slacking off. You take that back. Say what you want about me, but she's a righteous knight chosen by the stars. Sure, fine, I take it back. Not just her, but the whole Blue Shift squad is trash now. Forget knighthood. Why don't they go start a clown act together? You... What? Do you think you could take me without your armament? I can't tell if you're foolish or stupid. Still, I like seeing you lose your temper. It's been a while since I've seen the old you. Osmodius? Yeah, that's me, Osmodius. Julia Lionheart died a long time ago. If you want to play house, go do it with your precious friends. If you got nothing else to do, then scram. I got nothing more to say. No matter what you say, I still believe in my brother. Believe what you want, see if I care. Because I believe in him. I came to you after leaving the Order. He once told me... Hey, what's up, Goblin? It's not really cold, it's just remnant freaking mucus crap in my throat. Still there, as you can tell from my voice. I have to stop occasionally to spit up mucus because the more I talk, the more it comes to the fucking surface. Which is fine. Better to get it out. It's technically better, but still doing what it's doing. He once told me that Julia is someone I could trust. So what? Who cares? But how you doing, Goblin? The number you have dialed is not in service. Please check the number and try again. I know you didn't change your number. Don't screw with me. If you got that much awareness, maybe you should realize I don't want to take your calls. Never heard from you until you gotten a mess on your hands. Never hear from you unless you got a mess on your hands. Every time, it's the same thing. And when it's a mess, I call the annoying girl. What, should I go dump it on someone innocent instead? Yeah, sometimes, yeah, it's kind of like, or going through fucking puberty again. It's kind of bullshit. It's like akin to laryngitis or some shit, I guess. Like I said, it's a little bit better, but... it's gonna take a while, I guess, to clear it all out. Sure. I'd say that right back at you. You're such a pain. What do you want? Did you just hang up and call her again? What did you tell Elster? Oh my, so you two finally met? That's great. Forget it. Just tell me what happened, all of it. Every last detail. And don't leave anything out. Huh. Well, that's the end of Act 1. So we finally get context of why, Esterosa left the Order. We get a look at her true self, I guess, and God, she's kind of a bitch. And we got more context as to, the decision of why the Zodiac Knights joined the fucking, Gauntlet and shit in the one event. And also, the elders of the Zodiac Knights are a bunch of assholes. As expected. Oh yeah, right, Esterosa's unique gears in this too. Alright, Act 2, let's see. Reality twisted by malice, distorted into lies. Innocence that knows no malice, which is why children see the truth clearly. I guess that's one way to put it. Well, that was Act 1 of the Zodiac event. Basically, it seems like this is an event about Esterosa more or less trying to find her fucking purpose again. And answer some truths that have been left out on her a little too long. So it seems, anyway. Alright. What you're renting about? Nah. It's context with the story, man. Because this shit ties into episode 10 story, where, Esterosa and the Zodiac Knights ignored orders from their fucking elders to, go and help and engage in the Quaffle game fight with all the other task force. And the elders are like, you disregarded our orders, we're banishing you from the order. Because we're petty little assholes, and if you don't listen to what we say, go fuck yourself. So I'm like, oh, you're that. I mean, it seems like they're kind of the equivalent of the fucking Jedi Order. Where it's like they have their dogma, they have their little rules and shit, and they refuse to fucking compromise on anything. And they become stagnant. And they don't adapt to the changing times, and that ends up fucking them over in the long run. Because they're retarded people who can't understand. You can't stay stagnant as an organization if you want to survive. You need to adapt to the times. You can keep the core aspect of your organization, sure. But you still need to, you know, not be dicks, essentially. I wonder if the rest of Redshift will come out, because, it seems like they mentioned there's like 2 different night orders. Old eaters can't keep up with the time. It's more like they're stubborn old men who don't want to be told they're wrong, essentially. That's basically the case. Excuse me, goddamn. I wonder if the rest of the Redshift guys are gonna pop up in this too. Because there's like 2 Zodiac Knight orders. Red Shift and Blue Shift. Blue Shift are the ones that are still in the order, and Red Shift kind of went and did their own fucking thing. In fact, this one apparently is a member of the order. I think. Yeah, she's Red Shift. They're throwing in a lot of the fucking Redshift guys now. They're like renegade type night shits who separate from the order to go do their own fucking thing for their own personal profit and gain and shit like that. It's like, oh, they're a disgrace to the order. I'm like, I feel like that was just a fucking rebellion because they're looking at you people and they're like, these old men are fucking retarded. It's just we decided to also, you know, be selfish, but it's better than listening to whatever the fuck you got going on. Because you're funny old men who don't want fucking take no for an answer either. Alright, nothing new. Actually, hold on a second. Oh, that's funny. There's an animation to it? Really? Oh, that's funny. They have a fucking interior design skill with fucking wedding. That's funny. I occasionally look at these things if you want to decorate your dorm. Some of them are cool. I got the Verizon Finance and these ones, obviously. Well, some of them, anyway. But let me see here. Actually, no, there's a better way. I think they're in... Not wait, I've chose the wrong one again. God damn it. You dorm. Do some of that. Oh, that'll be easy. Would you buy one of those sets and did some weird customization shit? I only decorated one of them in my case. Because that was the one I only throw like the people that still working on the loyalty shit. I hate that. I think they got him in here. Technically, Osmodeus was a member of Red Shift, technically, but she kind of did her own thing and left the group too. Here's the one guy. This is the captain of Red Shift. He basically calls Red Shift a people that have agreed to work together because they have a loosely common goal of personal profit, but none of us would trust each other as far as we could throw the fucking person. So it seems like a loose confederation rather than a knight order with what Red Shift is right now. I just noticed his blade looks like that one Prince guy. So I'm curious if these guys start showing up in the Zodiac order. What's his story? Don't really know outside of his profile where it looks like he got a deep-seated inferiority complex towards the previous Blue Shift captain, which is Esterosa's brother, and apparently that twisted him because he became obsessed with strength to prove he's better. And apparently he's also researching into the star armaments, which, I mean, that's a goal. What are they fighting against, though? I mean, they're kind of just a knightly order of counters design. The whole organization itself, the Zodiac Knights, is just a knightly organization based around the teachings of someone called the Star Guide. And they're, on paper, a chivalrous order that appears justice. But because it's a fucking organization, there's bureaucracy, bullshit, and fucking hypocrisies and all this other crap. Noble intentions, twisted because humans are fucking humans. And then from what I vaguely picked up with the dialogues of this one, apparently this one maybe has the ability of reincarnating and or resuscitating herself, and she has fucking thrills, fighting people to the death, dying, and then fucking coming back to life again somehow. She has a tongue piercing just so she can bite her fucking tongue and feed on blood. It's just, like I said, it's just a single fucking... It's a faction in the overall world. Let's see, where's that one? She's like fucking insane. She's got like a scissor blade thing or something. This is the main story. I mean, the Knights are affiliated with some of the main story, but nah, this is a side story type thing. I don't know if the Redshift people are going to become relevant in the main story later, but a number of things tie in, so... Like I said, she's fucking insane. When I stab people with my armament, people go, ah, and scream. I tried stabbing myself, but I got nothing. How do they make the axe? I miss them. Think they stabbed me nice and deep. Apparently she fought the Sheep Girl and Leo. Which is... if I recall correctly... maybe her? Or maybe she's referring to Osmodeus. But the Sheep Girl has to be Lulu. This is the only fucking remote Sheep Girl we have in the whole fucking story that I know of. Why the hell you call her Leo, though? That makes no fucking sense. Is she a vampire? Leo? I mean, Lulu, or the fucking red, the Zodiac Knight bitch that they just introduced. If you're talking about the Zodiac Knight, granted, I don't know too much of her story yet, but no, I think she's just fucking insane and is one of those, types of people that just have a very high bloodlust and like fighting and dying and shit. If you're talking about Lulu here, she's kind of a dream eater, but she eats nightmares. So, don't know much about her origin. Is more abnormal. Yeah, right? The fucking puppet bitch. Fucking hilarious, but yeah. In fact, talking about fucking vampires, I'm pretty sure that's that one fucking bitch from the one story. Might have passed them by accident, because I don't think they're this far down. Yeah, I think I passed him by accident. Oh, I just noticed that the 4 fiends. Oh, shit. Okay. Orochi, Lulu, Paradox. Ha. Wonder who the 4th one's gonna be. But yeah, talking about vampires, I'm pretty sure it's this bitch. Pretty sure she's a vampire. Given that one fucking story. I don't even know who the fuck this Nostalgic Workshop shit is. A lot of these people are from stories I haven't even touched yet. I will say, though, this guy does look pretty cool. There's a number of them that got introduced recently that, like, between this and this one other woman, kind of, I'm, like, looking at them going, like, are you Dragon Boy's relatives or something? I don't even know, but it's kind of interesting. Shit to look forward to with future story stuff. In fact, does she even have a fucking thing? Hold on, let's see. I don't recall if she had a faction. Nah, don't look like it. At least not included yet. Oh wait, no, Fenrir. Huh. I must have missed that. Okay, so this must have been like that world's Dragon Boy. Hell, for all I fucking know, this is his mother. For all I fucking know, I haven't got to that part of the story. I just know she's like of the same. She's got the dragon blood shit, and apparently she was in the Fenrir division. So old administration bullshit, huh? That would explain why Hildur took an interest in that. Into Dragon Boy then, if that's the case. Because I looked at this shit and I'm like, what the fuck? And it's just like, oh, apparently she was in the Fenrir division. What? It depends on the particular unit, because some are more useful than others. Not that I haven't fucking done everything anyway, just fucking cuz. But like I said, it really just depends on the unit, I would say. Because certain ones are more useful than others. In terms of skills and shit. In terms of usefulness, off the top of my head, in a universal sense, the only one that I think would be worth the investment would be Nelson here. Because healer. Until you get better healers. Or if you need to just pile on a shitload of healers onto a team. Because there's certain situations you need to do that shit. That reminds me, I gotta do this. So it really just depends. Anyway. Well, weekly stuff's done. Oh yeah, right. Did this thing redo itself or no? Probably not. Aha, there it is. Funny, it's already 2:30 now. Then again, I originally didn't expect to do this late. How many materials did you use? Oh, considering weekly... there's this one node that you can get where you can just farm that shit. And I've already fully unlocked everyone that I've kept so far. Except for the one, maybe, actually. My extra copy of Estarossa that I got, that I'm probably not going to develop any further. Until I get the new bitch. It's not really anything, really, considering it takes, like... 5 of those just to make one. And given that weekly, I get like 30-ish. It's not really much. Yeah, see you around, Goblin. I'm more or less wrapping things up anyway. Have killing time because 3 o'clock is the secondary bonus thing, but it's whatever. Alright. Again, I hate that shit. But it restores my voice, at least for a little bit. Alrighty. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for now. I will be back later today to work more on Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That's exclusively on the Xbox, though, so only the Twitch people are going to see that. Tomorrow, depending on if I sleep in or not, I think maybe I'll finally stream and work on SWTOR again. Maybe. Again, depends on if I sleep in or not. Afternoon, we'll be continuing trying to finish up my Chaos Dwarf run. I'm only streaming that on the Twitch and the Kick side, so people on the YouTube side, you're getting kind of the short stick of that. But it is what it is. Especially because, you know, seems like Total War streams, at least on YouTube, aren't really as findable as they used to be anymore, so it is what it is. Wednesday, I think is the key word. Gonna do a watch stream. Again, that's only gonna be the Twitch and the Kick side, because copyright is a motherfucker. Think we're gonna stream Eminence in the Shadow. Start that anime, see how that is. That is the initial plan anyway, considering I have these days off. Thanksgiving I do work. I go in later though, but still. And then I'm off Friday. I think I'm just going to keep that day to myself. This week's a little bit of an abnormality, so I don't know how next week's going to look yet until Wednesday. But hopefully, at the very least, tomorrow I get to finish that Chaos Dwarf run, because there's going to be that major update for Total War Warhammer on the 4th coming up. And I'd like to be done with this campaign before that hits. Probably take a break from Total War Warhammer after that. Let the let the bugs and shit work themselves out with this major update, plus, you know, the DLCs they're going to throw in. Give time for the mods and modders to update their shit. Plus, you know, just take a break from it overall. It's been a grind. We're roughly, I think, a little more than halfway through all the narrative campaigns, and then I can fuck around in Infinite Immortal Empires if I want. As for what strategy themed game I will start after I'm done with that, I don't fucking know. I got a few options though, I think. I gotta look at my horde. Gotta look at my horde again. But we'll see. And worst comes to worst, I got this other game I was lining up for when I was done with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, just so we can break from fucking Xbox streams. But we'll see what happens. Either way, thanks people coming by, at least saying hello. I do appreciate it. I know my voice is a bitch right now. Working it out. It's a little bit better than how it was. Might have strained it a little bit though with this shit, but who knows. When you feel it crawling up your throat, it's always the worst. But anyway. Alright, people. So, Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever goddamn times you guys are in. We'll see you all again next time, whenever the hell I stream. So bye-bye. Have a wonderful time. We'll see you all again later. And yes, I can't do the coochie voice right now.